now he's supposed to say, carry all the family, go one island. Go Aruba. Just go Aruba or Dominican Island. Go and chill for the rest of his life and not fucking care about this country. He's that wealthy. Legit money. Not fucking criminal drug dealing money. So that's how bad and that's how well we are today as a country. So I feel so sad when I see our own emotions. I want you guys, when you feel your anger and everything, don't be you angry pass. You know, angry rich Peter that spent billions. There are some information we have that we don't even come out and say. How much that man spent his money. There's a reason Peter self-funded this campaign. 80%. Now he used the money, 80%. Billions. Him money. EFCC don't arrest him because that's legit money. So please, guys, that's what you guys understand. So when you feel like, you know, nothing pay anybody past that man. You know, pay and pass anybody. So when you think and you feel, always remember that the man that you're feeling and you think should be the vehicle of giving a new Nigeria, they feel him as they feel and pass. And hopefully tomorrow we'll have that conversation with him on the platform, on the Power Fact. So if you rush, very important. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, please, up on the Jumbotron. Copy the link of our YouTube channel, post it on your stories. Invite Nigerians. They should come out tomorrow and listen to their president. Hopefully there's going to be a Zoom link also. We're trying to make sure that it is multifaceted, the discussions, as it's happening on Twitter, it's happening on Zoom, it's happening on Facebook, it's happening so everybody can listen tomorrow. Because as we always say, we don't have the media. Arise is just that. Arise is partisan. We don't have anybody. Now we are our own media. Yeah. So I see some people, and this people be coming here tomorrow. It's not a violent space. It's an obedient thing. It is your own thing. It's your pride. So don't look at it like because some people it's like so for some people to post it. It's like a big no. There's no glory here. Please, it's our stuff. It belongs to every one of us. Please, guys. Thank you very much. I think I'll bring in Jimmy right now. Jimmy, I don't know how you're going to take this roll call today, but I know you know how to do it best. So let me bring you into the conversation. Good evening, my brother. How are you doing today?
Yeah, my brother, I did fine. Oh, I'm doing great. Thank you. Well done, Saddam. Well-meaning Nigeria. Hence it's dropped. Thank you so much. A couple of people have been in my DM. Jimmy, you know the co-host again. Violence, please don't suspend you.
No, make I talk because make they understand. Make no use about talk. Jimmy is on suspension. Jimmy has blocked 17 times 7,000 people. And inside that 77 times 7,000 people, 70,000 are obedient. When they do shalaye, when they come talk nonsense for India. If you don't tell them wow, you go boom, you don't block. So when we open space like this and Jimmy is co-host, the moment Jimmy becomes co-host, all of them will lost from the space. And they cannot see the space anymore. So
Rapture just catch them.
Rapture will just happen to their account. So if Jimmy becomes co-host, I'm certain many of you here will not be on the space. So that's why he's a special co-host. He's a co-host, but special. He's a special co-host. So it's not on Jimmy, it's on the house. Yeah, thank you. Jimmy, God.
Thank you, my brother. So, I mean, guys, you've heard it. My DM is blowing up that, you go upstairs, go up there. No problem. I'm here. We'll ride till the wheels fall off, guys, you know. My submission is not going to be much today. I just want to remind us why we are where we are right now. Why you went after P2B, why you picked P2B, why you chose P2B, why we won that election, and why we should not give up at this point in time. Saddam said something earlier on, and I was able to pick the video up. So I'm going to be playing a couple of videos. Most of 90% of my submission today is just going to concentrate on speeches from P2B himself and things we've been through in the past, for you guys to know, for you guys to re-energize yourself that, hold on a minute, we really did all this? Yes, we did. Listen to Uncle Dele.
That would be a delusion of grandeur. Oh, wow. I was in labor. I started my journey from labor. The first thing Obi will face in labor, he would have to fund the party. The party does not have money. Wow. And Nigerians don't make contributions. After I lost the first 10 million, I started shaking when I was in labor. 10 million. They said they were setting up structures. No, he has to now set up structures. Labor structures.
Hi.
You cannot win a presidential election from a fringe local party. There is a
Now, he said it himself, fringe local party. Now, a couple of months, about 2-3 months afterwards, the same man, listen.
challenger, a very, very powerful challenger in the Labour Party. For the first time, we are going to have two mainstream political parties being challenged by a formidable third force.
Did you hear that? Formidable third force. Guys, we did the impossible. In case you've forgotten, we came up. These are Dele Momodu na prolific contestant into now small article senior for this presidential election thing. He comes out every year to run, and someone of his own caliber. These are people that were like boy to MK Abiola. They know the system. So coming from him, he said it loud and clear. A formidable force. We struck a blow that the African as a continent are actually feeling right now, not to now talk of the world. And we still have a lot. We have a lot unpacked that we're still going to be dishing them. As time goes on, we will be doing the right thing as time goes. We pulled it off, guys. Always remember that. Let's finish the speech.
So every vote will be very important. Every stakeholder must be reached out to. Labour Party will do very well, especially in the South. I don't know about the North. I have not really followed their progress in the North yet, but I can see the movement is sweeping across.
Now, that is Dele Momodu speaking. Let us move to Peter Obi. There is a reason why I personally love that guy. And every single thing we read in our news every single day about the way our government mismanage money is what Peter Obi has been preaching about, is what he's been talking about. He didn't just preach about it. He did it. It worked for him. And this guy did not take a dime from the state. He did not take a dime. So when we come on social media to call him a saint, right, it sounds stupid to a lot of people that we're probably delusional, right? And that's why I said, even when we fix the power problem in Nigeria, electricity in Nigeria, some people will still be living in denial. Some people they go tell NEPA say, "I never take light to wetin dey happen," because we've been used to it for decades. It's now part and parcel of us. We are jinxed with it. We need to break that jinx. We absolutely need to break that jinx. And we have someone with such huge caliber that he's been there, he's done it, and he wants to take it on a national scale. He wants to take it to the whole country. But yet, they're holding him back. We won that election. Clean. Valentin Uzibo came on our space the last time, and he said it. He said normally, during the whole 2015, 2011, 2019 election, after the election, people go around talking about PDP somehow won it. There's always this argument in our PDP win, APC win, PDP win. But he said this time around, everywhere they went to, Bapalo, anywhere, name it, it was obvious. Labour won it down. We won this election clean. We did, guys. So sometimes I keep telling people, sometimes it's possible for us to feel bad. It is possible. It is normal for us to feel down. It is normal for us to feel the way we are feeling right now. You know why? I totally believe there is a serious emotional fatigue going on right now. It is absolutely normal. Simply because of the brazen nature with which the judiciary is playing the gallery of APC. They play with our minds. The masses are confused. A lot of them. They are bombarding the people with conformity and submission through the media. I saw the news about Aburi. I wasn't bothered. Like my tweet was like as if we didn't know this earlier on. Our papa was just a distraction. Was just to cause chaos. Was just to disrupt and delay things, for people to lose focus. But here we are. We won the election. And for them to use the power of conformity, they have the power, they have the media, they will use your tribe men. Now you see all your Yoruba fellow people saying, Omo Tiwani Tiwa, let's go and support him. At the end of the day, he's a Yoruba man. Hell fucking no. I don't care if he's my family member. I don't care if he's my brother, uncle, or father. If you're on the wrong part of history, so be it. Go on your way, I'll be on my own way. They'll use your traditional rulers, they'll use your religious rulers the way they're doing it right now. They will use the media to shape the narrative, to convince you, to let you know, at the end of the day, it is what it is. That he won the election. No, he did not win the election. And we will keep saying that. The more we keep pressurizing that, the more we keep tweeting, we're creating hashtag about it, it's going to keep spreading all over the world. And at the point in time, they're going to start inviting investors into the country. You find out those investors, look for their websites, look for their handles. Let them know they are not welcome into Nigeria. Let them know we don't want them here. The government inviting them did not win the election. They are not constitutionally voted for. They are not in power. We did not give them the mandate. They have breached the social contract between government and its people. We gave them the power, but they took away our right to vote. They took away our right, our mandate to be counted, our voice to be heard. They took it away. Peter Obi won that election, clean and clear. If it's what you're going to be saying every single day, God damn it, keep saying it. Wake up in the morning, look at the mirror and say, Peter Obi won that election. You keep doing that, you keep tweeting it, you start living it. Start using that conformity experiment on yourself before it works on you. Peter Obi won that election. Keep saying it every single day. He won the election, clean and clear. We'll keep pushing. It is normal. Not every single one of us was prepared for this. A lot were prepared for it just simply because they wanted a good governance. They wanted Peter Obi to go there. I was prepared. Physically, financially, morally, psychologically. I have the thick skin to withstand these guys. Not every single one of us can. I've been on the phone with Obedience, crying, weeping, depression all over the place. Please, you don't have to be on Twitter, please, guys. Because when you portray your weakness, it is contagious to others. It is. Please. And another thing I'm going to mention, we need to be ruthless. We need to be fucking heartless right now. And you know why? I'm going to refer to this tweet again. Dr. Olu made a tweet yesterday, someone begging him for money. And he tweeted it. He tweeted that to seek for people's opinion. And he tagged me. The fact that he tagged me, I got messages about that. Fuck no. Do not help them. If they want to, if you're dying in the hospital and you need 5,000, I will not give you that money. Because this guy stated, he said he knew Obi could have won, but he had no chance with Tinubu. He knew Obi was a good man, but he voted for Tinubu. For every action, there is an equal reaction. And that is the problem we have in that country. We forget too soon and we forgive quickly. And you see that forgiveness is what keeps people repeating what they've done. When they don't pay for what they've done, they will end up telling you, you know what, just by the time you just beg the people, it will be over. And that is what they're doing right now. That's why you're receiving SMSs. That is why they're sending you text messages. If any Oloriburuku send the text message, don't send me any DM. I'm not going to fucking help you. You made a decision that killed people, that ruined people's lives. God damn it. Face it. Be responsible for what you took on. The decision you made killed people. Made people look irrelevant. I will still keep emphasizing it. I'm not an Igbo man. I'm a Yoruba man. But the way Igbos were treated during this election was disgusting. I wouldn't take it. I would not take it. But yet, you have people coming out to say, election don't go. It was election period. Fuck you. Yeah. And that's the reason why we are different from the white people. They are corrupt. Oh, yeah. But they have a system that works. On US already, they have more than 50 people that have been killed on death row in US. We have death row too in Nigeria, but the governor will say, I will never sign someone's death. I will never do this. That's why you keep seeing people killing people, because they know they will not kill them. But by the time they put them on barbage, they shoot their life come out. When people see it, that what did they do? They did this, they kidnapped or they raped, and that was why they were shot. People go conform. Then go fall in line. You come here in America, you kill person, Nigeria kill person, they can't judge, say, they made them go kill you, can't they double it, they do, please, na issue. They will tell you, they will, for the love of God, please, Emma Binusa, I use God, take beg you. They will tell you, yeah, we know. We will make that arrangement. That meeting with you and God, we will make that arrangement so you go and beg God yourself. When you do the crime, you do the time. So don't let them come with all this sentimental and emotional blackmail. Election is over. If you want to help the person, help the person. Don't take it too personal. I was there yesterday. Every obedient, I was saying, help him now. Don't be heartless. Mogba blocking you that me. I don't. 100 the Mogba blocking lano. Mogba ya one blocking. You are one of the problem. And they don't pack obedient be like trailer where they come from Sokoto. Malu, donkey, cow, everybody don't pack. Now and human beings. Now when they reach Lagos, they open the truck, everybody come and fall aside. Once you can I will block you. If you talk it, I not send your mama. You Dr. Olu, it is shameful that I'm disappointed. Disappointed say what happen. What concern you? And guess what? The moment he posted that thing, he made the tweet about that. Couple of people came out and they started saying, oh, this guy, it was in my DM the other day. It was in my DM the other day. Apparently, he's been panhandling. He's been panhandling all over the place. Umbara, and he's been begging all over social media. And you're telling me it's not good the way he put. See, come my DM, I beg, come back for money. I'll go expose your future. Your papa, I'll go expose you. And I'll go display everything there. Useless set of people. And you have the guts to say you supported Tinubu and you're a Yoruba man. You know saying because of you want to be a lawyer. That aside. Back to Peter Obi. Guys, we won this freaking election, and whoever stands in our way, we'll deal with them accordingly. We have a mandate to reclaim. Stay focused. I'm going to be posting, regardless the fact that I'm playing this audio here for everyone to listen to, I'm going to keep posting it over the week to remind us the reason why we went for Peter Obi, the reason why we voted for him. Videos when people were rallying, 1 million man march, when people were in the fucking rain. The joy, happiness inside people. People were giving out pure water. People were giving out bottle of Coke for free. They were about selling it, but the joy they saw, the hope they saw in people, they started giving it out for free. They knew something was coming. Everybody felt it. The continent felt it. And you think you can steal it away from us just like that? No. It's not going to fly. It's not business as usual. Obedience, please stay focused. Call me whatever you want to call me. I am here to remind you to keep getting angry. I am angry every day. I'm here to remind you, you should be angry too. You should be angry. We forget too soon. I still remember that Saturday, how they were killing people, how they were disenfranchising people. They were chasing people away. I was helpless. I was watching it, clips by clips. They were burning ballot papers. They were destroying ballot papers. Broad daylight. Look, we can't overemphasize this. We'll keep talking about it, but we cannot overemphasize it. We'll keep reminding ourselves we have a country to save. They've been at it for a very long time. We're barely 1 year. And we pulled this off. They are scared of us, guys. You don't understand. They are afraid. They don't know what's going to happen. They have no idea what is coming. But they know we have that energy. They know we are unbeatable. They know we have a force, but we are headless. We don't have any leader they can bribe. We don't have anyone they can bully. We don't have anyone they can they can blackmail. We don't have when one drops, two replaces, two comes up. Hydra all the way. Obedient. Please. We've done the physical fight. We've done the whole legal fight. We're at it still. But we need to brace up for the psychological fight, the moral fight. Stand your fucking ground. You won the election. Do not let them gaslight you. They will put his picture. They will rub it into your face. They will rub it in you. And when they do that, you remind them of his flaws. You throw it back in their faces. Are you proud of him? Whatever video you have of him staggering, of him walking, the battle blue videos, throw it back at them. Let them know this is what you're bragging about. Let them know. Show them the results they mutilated. Show them how they differentiate people. Show them where they were stealing ballot papers. Show them everything. Throw them back in their faces. Let them know they did not win the election. For those of you brave, let them know. If you cannot stand it, please just log out of Twitter. Please, they're going to rub it in. And I'll say this one more time. The inauguration coming up on Monday, please, guys, take a note. As I said, we forget too soon. I started doing it. Timaya na number one. Now you go launch as they sue them, they pay. Okay, good, no problem. I don't write a name down. People will pay for what they are doing. I don't care how much you're paying for. People go say it's business. They are looking for money to feed their fuck you. So that means it's business for the politicians as well. Because they are looking for money. The money they steal is what they are looking for to keep feeding their fucking family. When Trump became president here, people did not go. All the people, artists they called, they did not go. They did not render their services. They're going to be paid, but they didn't because of his racial slurs. They did not because of the way he discriminated people, how he called Mexicans names. They did not. It's a moral thing. It's your moral assignment to do. It's your way of protesting, but you decided not to. You decided to be selfish. You will pay for it. I will boycott you. I'm listing it down. A quick story. A friend of mine back in 2012 was in a car with me. It was his own car. We're driving in Abuja. And I told him, I said, this time next year, I will buy my own car. You be in the passenger seat. And I will remind you of this moment. We're playing a particular song. I've forgotten the song then. I told him then. And the next year, exactly the thing happened the way I told him. And I remember the song and I played that song. I was the one driving this time around and I told him, did you remember I told you this was going to come up? And he smiled. He said, God damn it, you're good. This is not just me. When you're focused to do something, you will get it. And I'm using that opportunity to say this now. In the nearest future, we'll be back on this space. And I will tell you guys, I tell you, I will serve wiki beans. The picture will be on social media. I will serve that idiot beans. I will serve him that beans. You watch. That is how certain I am we will get our mandate back. I don't know how long it's going to take. But whenever we do that, I will make sure if it's just going to be one-time thing, I will make sure I get it done. And I will come back on this space and tell you guys, I told you I'll do it and I did it. That is hope. That is faith. That is belief. Guys, keep up the faith. Let me share this one more video with you guys to understand the reason why we're clamoring for this guy. Indulge me, please.
He was talking about sharing money. And I can tell you why I was removed from office. It's all part of it. When I was starting, Anambra State Government House was bombed. Because when I say where we're going to save money, I want to tell you how we saved it. And how we were able to be the only government that left and didn't borrow money from anybody. It said save. When Anambra State In 2004, the Anambra governor's house was burnt, the government governor's lodge, as well as the government house. Coincidentally, in 2006 when I started, the budget to repair the government house was 298 million. To repair the governor's lodge was 481 million. These are the two reasons why I was impeached. The third was saving money without permission. And I said to them, wait a minute, I repaired everything in the government house, this governor's office. I repaired everything with 43,200,000. The only thing I didn't buy new.
Did you hear that? From 380 something million budgeted to repair the burnt governor's house, and he spent 44 million minus that from 380 something. Did you see how he saved money from there?
Tinubu's son knows the remaining money don't go buy house for you.
Say you understand. So now what happened was the previous administration has already approved the budget, right? But when he came in, he stopped it. So people that have already planned of collecting the money where they weren't pushing for his impeachment because they don't spend the money said before it even enter their hand. So they are now in debt. So they need to get that money back. But he refused. Let's hear it finish.
The reason I didn't buy new was furniture. Because the table used by one of my predecessors that was kept somewhere, and they say it's old. But I called the man, the furniture man, I said, if you wipe this, would it in it? I just don't say you're right.
Did you listen to that? A table, the whole big fancy table they will tell you is 35 million naira. A table for the governor to just write and sign. He said that was the only thing he did not buy new, because they had a old one that it wasn't burnt where it was kept. Fire no touch him. And he told them to bring it out. He called the carpenter to just polish it, dust it. He just needs something to write and to sign. That is all. You don't need to spend 12 million naira to buy another fucking table. Cost of governance needs to be cut down in that country.
Jimmy, let me just help you here. Let me help you here. You see, when we speak about them, people don't understand. And these Abado children, these are the ones that's why it pains me a lot. And that's when I give this my children. I say these people are product of the shrine. People are product of sacrifice. These people they did not come out through a woman's womb. A normal woman will not give birth to an Abado person with your brain, because when you see what we're discussing here, you now imagine that a government, you're saying, I pray Tinubu government will favor me. Tinubu government will favor you. How? When the first that they are going to government, that they have already signed off 14 billion naira for furniture in Aso Rock. 14 billion is going to furniture for Aso Rock. What are they furnituring in that villa? What is it of Buhari that is Buhari? What is there that they cannot just continue using? If Peter Obi hears this one, I'm telling you, Peter Obi will not sleep for 1 year. Peter will not sleep. No, 14 billion. He tell Peter Obi I want to 14. Peter no go sleep. His wife go to shout. Sleep. He cannot sleep. He cannot sleep. 14 billion when Nigeria was suffering from the recession, the poverty in the country. Do you know what 14 billion we do? Do you know projects 14 billion will execute across the country? So these guys don't understand it. And you come on social media and all you do is beg. You don't have anything. You don't 14 billion can stand at least 1,400 youths as grants. And that 1,400 youths will go on to employ 100 youths each, or 50 youths each, or 10 youths each. And you see the multiple effects of this thing. These guys don't understand what we're saying. So when we talk about this, you say Tinubu regime will favor me. Will Tinubu regime build to your father's house alone? Will Tinubu regime give you light alone? Will Tinubu regime stop bandits want to kidnap you? It will come to your area and kidnap you. It will dodge your family because you supported Tinubu. Tinubu regime will favor you. How will it favor you? Selfish bunch of people. Tinubu regime should favor Nigeria if there would have ever been any Tinubu's regime. But you see how selfish and evil these guys are. So my brother, I understand when you start talking about cost of governance, and I want to use this moment to also remind obedience. You people don't understand who Peter Obi is. You heard what Jimmy just played right now, that the government house was burnt. Government lodge was burnt. In the history of Nigeria, please point to me any state in Nigeria where government house was burnt, where government lodge was burnt. So you don't understand who the man you're dealing with. Understand this. See, I say this all the time. Tinubu no go do 110 of Anambra State. Tinubu no go do 110 of Anambra State, not to talk of 210 of. Tinubu no go do 110 of Anambra State. Anambra State is fucking powerful. It is the only state that a sitting governor was kidnapped. A sitting governor. Do you know what it means that they kidnapped a sitting governor? A sitting governor, they kidnapped him in that state. You don't understand what the sanity Peter brought to that system. They burn government house. Banks were not operating. Banks operate only 3 times a week. And from 8 to 12. Go and read about Anambra State. Advance the kidnapper, because most times we have to remind obedience of who you are following. Do not think because he comes and tells yeah, with his baby voice. You are fucking following Okute. Go and ask why they call him Okute. Go and ask. Go and verify. So when you see Ngige did not talk out to the campaign, till tomorrow, Ngige know what he fought. Peter is a nightmare. You cannot steal from Peter and sleep. You cannot. Peter will not spend over 5 billion in these elections, his own hard-earned money, to lose to Tinubu. It is not possible. And that is why I get my rest from. Every time I rest and put my head on flying down, who I follow. You not go see him. As Jimmy said, he told his friend, 1 year from now, you will see. We will come back on this platform and remind all of you that we were agitating, and we're terrifying, and we're shaking. Shebi, I told you people, this mandate. Tinubu, if I say all this, I say, Tinubu would have been best to tell them tomorrow, do not swear me in. If not, he will be the first president in Nigeria to be taken out of the court. It will happen in our life. You will see it happen. It will happen in our lifetime. Peter is the first person to tell the governor, you are leaving that seat. And he did it in Nigerian history. And I want to remind many of us, because we have forgotten that we think judiciary is corrupt. Judiciary is corrupt is today. No. Judiciary is not even as corrupt as it was in those days. Judiciary of those days, they come out people from, they use 8 people impeach governor. Go and verify. Judiciary under Obasanjo. It was as corrupt as it is. In fact, that time, who is the one? Did you have eye on the judiciary? Is there anything like eye on the judiciary? That was why Peter was in court for 3 years. Now there's even a time frame, 180 days. I don't know if I'm right when Nigeria can come in here, so Nigerians understand. There's a time frame where
180, yeah.
180 days. In 180 days, we're getting our mandate back by fire or by force. It's a must. It's a must. There's a time frame for this case. Tinubu will be the first person.
Let me just say the date so people would get this point.
Please explain it better for our people to understand. Please, so I mean, people know that the pressure and fear obedience is too much. Pressure, put the fucking pressure on the judiciary. Be out there protesting if you feel that's the best way for you. Online, do not stop. If they gaslight you, as Jimmy said, post videos of Bulaba, Bala Blue, the drug. Tell them he's a drug dealer. Tell them who he is. He's not our president. At the same time, remember we must get back this mandate. Women Nigeria, come in, please. Thank you.
Yeah, just quickly. I mean, I did this for my, because I noticed some people when they talk about the judiciary and the need for us to, and which is understandable. I noticed that it was from a place of, people usually just think, oh, this court thing is open-ended. It's going to be forever. So I knew that personally. One thing that kept me going was the fact that I know that this thing is not forever. Right? So, just to be very clear, and that's why we come to violence space, because it's all facts and figures. This particular tribunal, by the constitution, can, and for people that try to compare it to, when Peter Obi was governor and he did 3 years, that was then. It was because people like Peter Obi that the constitution was amended to bring this particular this thing. So, currently, let me just put it to you. According to the constitution, and this is not something that anybody can break. If you notice, for those of us that have been following the tribunal, if you notice, the judges, when Peter Obi's lawyer said they needed 7 weeks, the judges were trying to negotiate with them that, they have to bring down that time because they will need more time to write the judgment. If you notice, that's why the judges have to break down the time, because they too know that they are within, they need a particular time. So I've heard people say, the Tinubu will come, he will drag the case, Come on. The truth is that Yeah, Tinubu can attempt to do what Buhari did in his first administration. Oh, try to intimidate the judiciary. But I've told people that, do you know that that will likely backfire? When Buhari did that, Buhari did not have anything at stake with the judiciary. If Buhari now goes ahead and arrests unnecessary justice, and it will most likely backfire. So even Tinubu will tread carefully. But I don't want to make people look as if you want to underrate Tinubu. But let's
Women in Nigeria, underrate Tinubu. Tinubu is a fucking criminal. He got to power is because of he stole a man. He is nobody. He is not powerful, and he's the most unpopular candidate ever in the history of Nigeria. No sentiment here attached. There is no person that have won elections in Nigeria that the way he has won first.
Of course,
he is unpopular. He knows he is. Look, I want obedience to understand something first. Tinubu knows he stole these elections. He knows that he did not win. He knows he's coming into power against the goodwill of Nigerians. So for all of you that are scared, I don't want to preempt and say some things that I know will happen. Because when I bring it out, they're like, no. I don't want even to give him a chance to, because I know for a certain, Tinubu cannot enter there and can mess up. Nigerians are fucking angry. Nigerians are ready to burn down this country. They know. You think they don't know? You think they don't know that? Do you think why they are barricading Eagle Square? If they want election, would they barricade Eagle Square? If they want elections with military, would they send military people to within parade now? They will not do all these things. They know that he knows. He knows. Papa just want me answer.
That's why they send text message every morning. That's every morning.
If Tinubu will thank you, if Tinubu will election, for they send the text message to unify and let's come together in unity. Let's come together in unity. If you want election, we won't be doing all those things. So please, guys.
Anyway, let me just tell us. So the tribunal is supposed to last 180 days from the day that the petition was filed. And I need people to get this. Peter Obi filed his petition March 20th, 20. I used to tell people that people don't even know that all this time that we are using to do eyes on the judiciary, let's stop May 29, let's do the time is already counting. Technically, we are already more than 2 months into it. 180 days from March 20th is going to be September 16th. And I mean, I'm not an emotional. I know some people, it's super. I'm just telling you so that we know that this is not open-ended. This is not forever. It's not something that will keep going. 180 days from September, from March 20th is going to be September 16th. So max everything, and believe me, this is like the maximum it can be. Of course, if the tribunal feels like they could rule before then. If they want to, they can drag it to that end. It's fine, but they can't go beyond March 16th technically by the Constitution. 180 days. Then after that, they will probably have whoever wants to, because of course we expect that after that they would go to whoever wins or whoever loses, whether Tinubu or Peter Obi, or of course Peter Obi will most likely win. Peter Obi's case is too solid. I tell people every now and then that the things that the judiciary needs to pass, the questions that they need to answer, jump before they can say, well, Tinubu has to remain president. The questions, there are too many. So after that particular day, they will get another about 21 days maximum to appeal. And I mean, people may appeal. They may appeal immediately. They may take some time out to appeal, whatever. But truth is, if they appeal immediately, it is not going to be more than November 15th. But if they decide to drag the appeal to exhaust the 120 days, to exhaust the 21 days that they have, it is the deadline. And I'm talking about the maximum date. So truth is, all these old things, Supreme Court, tribunal, whatever, last, it not go past November, the end of November, early of December. So I'm just saying, super people will know that time is going, and all we need to do is put pressure. Not start to imagine. I see people imagining that Tinubu can drag it for 3 years, or Peter Obi was in court for 3 years. Now, like, that's not happening now. So let's just have that at the back of our mind. Saddam, go ahead.
Let me
Jimmy can go on. Jimmy, go on.
Yeah, just finish up and call the do praise and worship and start taking speakers. When Saddam said something, when he interjected, he said something about Peter Obi will not be able to sleep for 1 year. Listen to these guys.
I come from Anambra State. There's too many big men. Of course, like I told them, I said, don't allow any of them to come here. I don't have what it takes to entertain them. So what they do, they phone me, Peter, I want to see you. I come to the house in the evening. So I go to his house, because then he will bring his champagne, eat his fabulous food, and at times when I'm going, they will give me some to take back. Goodbye. But don't go to government house. Because government house is not a restaurant. It's not a place to drink champagne. A bottle of champagne. A bottle of champagne. A bottle of champagne today costs about 400,000, 500,000. That is salary of 20 people at 20,000.
Can you hear how he's thinking? Salary of 20 people. And you want to use it to drink champagne. So to those people now, they believe they are having, a good time.
Jimmy, Wike, they drink 9,000.
Of course, I was going to
9,000
mention
pounds.
that 40-year-old whiskey. So you can imagine. So him sees a bottle of champagne like now 20 people then put inside bottle. So now 20 people salary be this one. No, that is a leader's. That is a leader's point of view. Sorry, he reasons with the way we should. Oh man, let's hear him out.
And you drink it with the public money. No, you can't do that. It will be if you want to do that, you go to your house. So I said to them, no, this is government money. We brought down the cost of feeding governor. If I tell you where I brought it down from, to this, I said, this will be enough. Don't worry about me. And I can go on and on. You can go and work with people. It's not anything. It's not any magic. I fly, every flight I've taken in Nigeria as a governor was economy. Reason is simple. If I come and say business class, 54,000. Another one, you go to internet, is 19,000. Is it not just from Abuja to this for 40 minutes? Why would I pay additional 1,000? I said no. I went to Young Shagura and said, your hotel in Abuja, can you give me this guy? He gave me 50%. So to sleep there is 30,000 naira. And I said, no, these things, that is what people want me to go to another bigger hotel and stay for 250,000 naira. And people said, oh, Peter is good. I said, well, I have a problem. If I sleep there and pay somebody 250, I will be awake. Because I think they've stolen my money.
Jimmy, just imagine that man. Imagine that minister that will walk into Peter Obi's office in Aso Rock and say, sir, the budget for furniture for the presidency is 14 billion.
Hey.
My God, I heard under Abacha that there are crocodiles in Aso Rock. That Abacha used to feed people crocodiles. I am certain if Peter Obi find out that there is a crocodile, you will end up in that crocodile will chop you. Do you know? Somebody just posted something on the question. He said, Emir Saddam, I just checked and found that 14 billion can give a takeoff grant of 10 million naira to 14,000 youths. Like you said, the ripple effect will be far-reaching. 14,000 youths, you give them 10 million naira. 14
if they
billion.
Use it well, they'll go hire people who go to work for them.
Oh God!
If they use the money well, they go hire people. Guys, don't worry. I have shitload of these clips. I will keep playing it. As time goes on. But let's just move ahead because we've been here for a while now. We want people to speak. So before we do that, let's take the regular praise and worship. LUP. Oga Saddam, well-meaning Nigeria, magnificent. It's Bolanle, for me now. Inatu, Mr. Kolade, UC Maxwell, Ikenna, Omega X, Royal Lawrence, Sinwen, Obedience, Ogawe. When you mean distinguished, Otumba, Mazi, Ankadede, Safik, Kunke, Mary White, Ayobami, Mr. Jack, Ayemuju, Miss Barrier, Biruki, Auntie Madonna, Sweet Angel, Nina. Thank you, guys. I'll probably do that again before we move ahead today. Thank you so much. I love you all. Back to you now, Saddam.
Thank you very much, my brother Jimmy. Thank you very, very much. Wonderful, wonderful space. Guys, thank you guys. One more time, I just want to sell our market before we jump into the conversation today. Please follow the Parallel Facts. We'll be hosting our space with hopefully tomorrow with our principal, our president. Tomorrow is his day, and yes, I would say big happy birthday. Unfortunately, we have been warned not to play birthday songs in the course of our space because of copyright issues. So, happy birthday to my sister, the General Field Marshal General Oluchi. Happy birthday to you. God bless you, sis. Long life, prosperity. God bless you in all you do. Thank you for being a very, very strong voice to this movement. Thank you for all you do. We cannot emphasize what you bring to this movement. God bless you and your home. Thank you. Happy birthday to my brother also. Best man. It's your birthday today. Happy birthday, bro. Have a very wonderful one today. God bless you too. Thank you. Keep being obedient. Keep staying strong in this movement. We are in this for a long run. Oh, long run, guys. Please, long run. Not after 2 months. Not after 3 months. Not after 4 months. We are in this for the long run. Long run. Tell yourselves the truth. The long run. Please. Do not allow anybody to gaslight you and tell you no. We are in this till the very end of the part of this. And I want to say thank you to all of you that contributed to the 1 million on the platform on Thursday. You guys have donated for the 1 million solidarity march that is happening in Abuja. Thank you to all of you. We got, I think, 310,000 naira from the space that night and $250 from the space that night. I think hopefully Big Man will come in on the space later and talk about it. Thank you to all of you. And please, they are still open for donations. You can also still reach out to the Big Mag and the 1 million March crew. They need all the support. They can support our people on ground. We have people that are marching to Abuja to tell the world that we do not accept that the criminal drug dealer. He's the president of criminals. Yeah, so we are doing everything, both online and offline, to make sure that our voices are heard loud and clear as we stay focused on the judiciary. So thank you very much, guys. Please reach out to Big Mac, and whatever contribution you do, you can always hit me up on the DM with the receipts. Thank you very much. Okay, I think we'll open the floor right now, and I will we start with the lady. As usual, we always start with our ladies. And we see all the comments. Please, comment section people, CS people, we're going to be reading your comments. Please keep the comments flowing. I think I should do you guys a favor. You guys are the part of the space that cracked me up. So I think I'm going to do you guys the favor of starting this space with the comment section, guys. Maybe take a few comments and we'll jump on the conversation. But I will not let me play a clip somebody posted on the comment section for you guys to understand where we're coming from. Listen.
No single mistake. Where is labor in this country? Where is the structure? Where is labor? No single member of local government, no state assembly, no House of Representatives, no Senate, no governor, no local government chairman, no nothing. Fine, they are starting. It's not bad to start. But you cannot start and at the same time be at the top. But they seem to be popular among the youth. Okay, let's the youth vote for them.
Do you guys remember that clip when we were challenged?
We fucking did. We did. Let the youth vote. And we did.
And we did, my brother. Let me play another one. I want to play. So these are clips from the comment section. Let them I want audience to understand all the challenges that they challenged us, and they say we couldn't do it, and here we are today. Let me play one more clip from the comment section.
Just we could have seen it in the. I really don't expect the Labour Party to take as much votes from the PDP as people are suggesting. We could have seen it in the last elections in Austrian State. What is the performance of the Labour Party? This is a party that doesn't have a governor, doesn't have members of the National Assembly, doesn't have state assembly members, and politics in this country depends on the structures you have at these various levels, at the local government level, at the state level, and at the national level. So it is very, very difficult to expect a miracle to happen, simply because Peter Obi is in the Labour Party. Well, 2 quick follow-up questions. The first one is, after all, they were saying through the social media they had more than 1 million votes in Osun State.
Okay.
But how many votes turned out to vote for Labour Party? And then again, Mark, you are talking about social media. In the North, 90% of our people are not tuned to social media.
Okay. I just want to remind all of you, many of us, to understand where we're coming from, because many people forget, as Jimmy said earlier on, we tend to forgive and forget soon. Shut the fuck up, sir. With all due respect. We tend to forget so soon and so quick about where we are coming from and what they told us we could not do and we did. You know, from no House of Rep, no station, we have over 20, 30 people with the go House of Rep. From no senator, we have senators, we have governors, we have federal house, state house members. From nothing, we won the presidential elections. The same naysayers now are coming out. Now the naysayers say, many of them are obedient. I'm not telling people how we cannot take. I'm telling you now, because I believe from the very beginning that we will do this, and I'm still telling you now, I believe in my chest that we will still go to the judiciary and win our case and win back our mandate. I'm saying it now. My voice will be very, very low in this period. This next couple of months, let me predict it. My voice will be the voice of the fearmongers will be high. But I will keep speaking and I'll keep standing like a lone voice in the wilderness, screaming and saying, obedience, do not cower in fear. Do not allow anybody gaslight you. We are going to go to court with the right strategy, with the right case, and get back our mandate from the criminal drug dealer. Tinubu is not powerful. Tinubu just has money and thugs. And the people will always be the office of the citizen. That's what Aisha used to call it. Office of the citizen has turned out to be the greatest office in the land today. It was not like this in 2019, but today, the office of the citizen is the biggest office in the land. Hopefully, the citizens do not forget where we stand and what we have, the power we yield. We do not forget we wield. We should not forget that. Let me open the space with my mother, Mami Bolanle. Mami Bolanle, good afternoon, good evening, good morning in the voice of relevant best. You're welcome to the platform. How are you doing today, ma?
Good afternoon, or is it afternoon? It's evening. Good evening from my side, Emir Saddam, well-meaning Nigerian, Bromi Jimmy, all those on the speaker section, all those listening. Yeah, good day to you all. I listening to the submissions so far, I feel rather energized. I mean, I have to put my hand up. Yesterday, I hit a low. I sent a message to Saddam and I was like, I was at that point where I was doing my my blocking duty. And I think I read too much of what I was blocking. And I got to a place where I was saying to myself, do these people not understand, that this their digital footprint, in the future, it will come up and judge them? Because what is this, right? I and it just got to a point where I was like, what is this? But I'm fine. I mean, after Saddam responded, I was like, yeah, I should have known that anyway, and I'm fine. I feel like, yeah, we do not celebrate, our wins enough, right? Nobody rated us. Nobody rated us. Let me say that one more time. Nobody rated us, right? A fringe party that has structure to sell, right? Basically, all the office holders, they will say they elect and they will go and collect money. That was what the Labour Party was. And we took it from it being a fringe party to being mainstream. Right. Not only was it mainstream, it was the first time in this particular republic that we had a third force party that carried enough weight to challenge PDP and APC and all the regional parties like NNPC and all the NNPD or whatever it is, the Kwakwanso and all the rest of them, right? This is something that people have tried. They have tried over the quite a number of election cycles to achieve what we achieved. They told us we didn't have structure. We told them we had the structure, and we proved them. We demystified politics in Nigeria, because before they were like, hey, lessons will be learned. And what did we teach them? Lessons were learned. Do not challenge the youth of Nigeria. For all intents and purposes, I am a youth of Nigeria, even if it's just for today. And you guys did amazing things, and
What's the word again, Lily? It's not wanting to throw a ball in the box neither, so just trying to.
Hey, 1 minute, Nigeria, you watching football?
Go on, no, it's not 1 minute, Nigeria, man. Go on.
And what you guys did was amazing, and it helped that we all had somebody we believed in, and that is Peter Obi. I fell in love with Peter Obi in 2019 during all the presidential kind of speeches and all the stuff they did, and he came and he spoke, and he floored a current vice president when that one was, it was like where, when, where, and could not really talk. We had somebody who not only talked the talk, he walked the walk. Right, he was my kind of politician that I didn't think existed in Nigeria, and so it was so easy to follow him. Right, it was so easy because he made it easy. Every time he spoke, right, there were nuggets of wisdom. There was experiences that we all took on, right? We kind of got to a point when when you think of being an obedient, even your mindset, the way you think, the way you function changed, right? And we saw this wave of acceptance, from north to south, from east to west. No part of Nigeria did this man not touch. He sold his brand of politics, his brand of governance to the whole Nigeria. He went to places that other politicians did not rate, did not care about. I remember when he went to Adamawa State, and he went to somewhere where Atiku comes from, and nobody has been there because the place has been taken over by bandits. He went to Borno. He made sure that everybody, right, felt that they mattered, that they were important, right? And for the first time in a long time, I truly felt like a Nigerian. And I'm so, so grateful for Peter Obi, that he decided, right, to put himself, he put himself in the fray, the attacks on him and everything else. I am just so grateful that he stood his ground, right? And we won that election. And so we need to, like, whilst we are celebrating the year since he moved to Labour Party, we also need to celebrate us. Every brick that they threw at us, we used it to build our own structures. Everywhere, it got to a point where other political parties were doing their campaign banners and all the rest of it, adding Peter Obi, because they wanted the Peter Obi effect. And the man has always said that his journey into politics has been that of grace and miracles. It is somebody who has firm belief in God, right? And it has in everything he has done, you could see God in it. The very movement that has supported him, we've always maintained that it is one ordained by God. Right. And we're on a journey, and it's a hard one. We never thought it was going to be easy, but we still did it. People contributed their time, their energy, their money, and it paid off. it paid off. So I celebrate Peter Obi today. I celebrate obedience today. Well done. And then I pray that Peter Obi, God will continue to strengthen him. Like God will continue to uphold him, to protect him, and to guide him. Right? I pray concerning all of us in this journey, because we know now it is a psychological battle, right? And we know that, God has given us a sound mind, right? So nothing that they throw at us psychologically will affect us mentally, right? We're just going to trust that God, who has set us on this path, right, to see Nigeria be Nigeria that it can be, so it becomes the giant of Africa, right, the giant of the world. You see that G7, right? We want a seat at that table. We want a seat at every table, and we are the Nigerian people. We are good enough, right, to do that, and we need somebody, and we have somebody, and that is Peter Obi. As for the judiciary, all of you, all of you, I'm rounding up Saddam, right? So yeah, once again, happy anniversary, guys. Happy anniversary, Peter Obi. Follow Parallel Facts if you want to be there when our principal is speaking tomorrow. Thank you, and I yield the mic.
Thank you very much, Ma. Thank you very much. It's always a pleasure having you on the platform too. All right, let's keep the conversation rolling, guys. Please, I'll be taking comments also. Please, just drop your comments on the comment section. Let's have this conversation going on. Okay, let's go straight now to who has been here for the longest. Well, Nigeria, please be putting your eye also so I can help you in case I call who I'm not meant to have called here, so you could help me too. All right, I think for the longest we have had UC Maxwell here, so let me just take a cue. We'll have UC Maxwell, then we'll come to Ekene. Ekene have been here for the longest. UC Maxwell, Ekene, Kolade, Hanatu, my sister, then Call Me Lexi, then AGK, then TK. We'll go in that order. So UC Maxwell, please have the space, please. 5 minutes, sorry, please. Thank you, my brother. Go on.
All right. Thank you very, very much. I remain your very good friend, UC Maxwell. Emir Saddam, good evening to you. Well-meaning Nigerian, good evening to you. N6, whom I cannot see on the space again, good evening. My brother Jimmy, I celebrate you and happy birthday to General Lucci. Pleasurable greetings to each and every one of you on the space. Now, first of all, I'd like you to know that when you hear people say Peter Obi is not a politician, simply agree. Because, of course, Peter Obi is not the politician that people wanted him to be. If the Labour Party had invested the monies that Peter Obi rolled out for these elections, we probably would have even gone past some of the things that we did. And I want you to recognize the fact that Peter Obi was compelled to run for the seat of presidency. He was probably, one can say, he was blackmailed into running for the seat, because he is a man that is focused on the betterment of society. But he felt that anybody can do it if you simply follow the principles of leadership, transparency, communication between the leader and the people, and trying as much as possible to be accountable. But every other politician that you've seen out there refuse to follow these simple principles. But that is not so much of what I want to say. Happy anniversary to everybody. I want to go straight into the judiciary, because this is a place that pricks my heart a lot. When I mean a lot, because when the executive offends you, you run to the judiciary. When the legislature offends you, you run to the judiciary. Now, if the judiciary offends you, ask yourself, where do you run to? I was pained when I had Emir Saddam, well-meaning N6. Okay, I don't think well-meaning said that the judgment of the Supreme Court was apt, it was correct and all. I beg to differ. I beg to differ on every ground possible. Now, sometimes when court give judgments, let us try to go look past, the major thing and pick some things, because these things will actually form the basis of subsequent judgments which are to come. We've seen it several times, and this time around it will be no, different. Now, I would like to say that it is only in Nigerian courts that we will see a court that will accept that they do not have jurisdiction, but they will go ahead to hear the matters. So it's like telling people that I don't have the right to hear this matter, but you go ahead to hear the substantive matters in the suit and you deliver judgment, thereby creating a problem in the legal system. Now, Section 35 of the Electoral Act provides that, everybody, any candidate who knowingly allows himself to be nominated twice by two different parties or in multiple constituencies, his nomination should be voided. Now, my argument is not a popular argument. I don't expect you to align yourself with it, but I'm going to make the argument here. The provisions of Section 35 of the Electoral Act envisage the possibility of two parties nominating one candidate for different positions. So why should the court say that it is an internal party affair? Because if party A nominates me for a position, party B nominates me for a position, so who is supposed to sue if it is an internal party affair? Is it party A or party B? So that provision shows you that it is not even an internal party affair. In fact, by virtue of Section 115 of the same Electoral Act, INEC as a body who recognized double nomination was supposed to have sued Shetima, and he would have gone to jail for a maximum sentence of 2 years imprisonment for signing those double nominations. But we did not see that happen. We cannot support the judgment of the Supreme Court in the PDP case, which was delivered yesterday. I will give you other reasons. Now, if that the Supreme Court went ahead to say, okay, for pre-election matters, you had a particular time frame, which is 14 days from the time it happened, which one may say that these are pre-election matters, but I have my arguments. The Supreme Court went ahead to say that July 6, which was on that form, was legitimate. What this means is that the Supreme Court refuses to recognize the date it received a letter, or INEC receives a letter, but recognize the date that somebody puts on his letter. So it means that I can put a date on my letter for last year, go today and submit it, and the court is going to recognize the date of last year, which I put to it. So that judgment is faulty. And I hope that that judgment comes out very soon so that we all can scrutinize that judgment and give our views to the judgment. Section 285 of the 1999 Constitution provides for these 14 days, which I've been telling you about, which creates it for pre-election matters. But I ask you, why should the issue of a disqualification of a candidate be a pre-election matter? Anything that disqualifies anybody, I'm questioning the decision of the Supreme Court, please. Like I said, it is not a popular opinion. You don't need to align with me. Why should a provision of the law which disqualifies a candidate be subjected to timing? Section 137 of the Constitution provides for all the items, 10 items that can disqualify a person for being president of Nigeria. Number one, perjury. Number two, that he has been sentenced for issues of fraud. Now, all those things that are listed under Section 137. Now, ask yourself, is it supposed to be limited to pre-election time? No. Anything that has already set out that a person is disqualified, anybody is supposed to sue if the person fails to meet up all the disqualification factors. And Section 35 posits that if you hold double nomination in two constituencies or in two political parties, it is a disqualification. It is voidable of your ticket. So my argument is the Supreme Court needs to review its judgment. It needs to sit down and wear its thinking cap once again, with all due respect of the eminent justices there, whom I have the utmost respect and regard for. They need to review it and have a rethink, because we cannot allow injustice to pass because you limit something. You limit justice. You try to limit justice that only members of the APC can sue for justice. It is wrong. It is wrong. The people are going to be led by this person. Another angle that the Supreme Court gave to this, I'm waiting to read the judgment, like I said, to really confirm these things, was the fact that the nomination of Shetima is by appointment, or his candidacy is by appointment. Now, I ask a question, Saddam.
Will you see, Maxwell, please, before you wrap up in 30 seconds, you have not read the judgment.
I read snippets of the judgment. The entire document is not yet out. So this...
out. Okay.
Yes, this thing I'm telling you is what the media reported of the judgment in court. Now, what I was saying is that, I've lost track of what I was saying.
You were talking
right
about it was nominated, not from primaries. Go ahead.
Thank you very much. Now, where a provision states that a candidate to an election shall not hold double nomination, it suffices that the person is a candidate. Whether the person became a candidate by nomination, the person became a candidate by appointment, the person became a candidate by what's it called, by direct primaries, the person became a candidate by indirect primaries, the person is a candidate, and therefore it should be voided. So the ratio, the thinking of the court that because a person is a candidate by appointment is very, very wrong, and we should resist it. Finally, once more, Emi Asadam, before I round up, is that now we requested for the live broadcast of the Presidential Election Petitions Tribunal. While we were doing it, a lot of you people supported, some did not support us. Now they refuse to broadcast. Now they're about to tell us not to bring our phones. During my time in court, I've tried as much as possible to release some of the information from the court so that people can follow in real time. They are about to sniffle you. They are about to take every right you have. It is unheard of that the judiciary will tell people not to bring in their phones into the court. But none of you want to say anything. Senior Advocate of Nigeria, lawyers sat in the court and had the court make this pronouncement without uttering a simple thing. I call on well-meaning Nigerians on this space. Lend your voice to it and resist it. If not, one day they will tell you cannot even use your phones even in your house. The earlier, the better. Remember, injustice is like rain. It go fall for your roof one day. Thank you very much. I remain UC Maxwell.
Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you. All right, let's keep the conversation rolling. I think I'll bring in Ekene, my sister. How you doing? You have the space. Good evening. Please, 5 minutes. Please just be watching when I'm waving my hands. When you're done, I will just have to come in. I'll tell you 30 seconds rest. All right, Ekene, you have the space. Good evening.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. Good evening, Sir Dam. Good evening, Wami in Nigeria, Jimmy, and everyone in the speaker section. Good evening. I wasn't actually sure if I was going to submit today because I'm sad to say I'm one of those people that was, let's say, their morale was low the last couple of days. And it actually started to affect, us, like, mentally, physically, even like, concentrating at work. You can't concentrate anymore because you're like, what's going on in the country. First off, Nigerians, I want us obedient. I want us to understand that it's been 1 year of trials and tribulations on this movement. I literally remember this day exactly last year. I remember when he made this move and I was doubting this man's capabilities. I was like, is he okay? Why would he do this? Like, that was our strength. That's the mentality, and that's the way we've been conditioned to think, that if it's not APC or if it's not PDP, we're not getting in there. And I'm sorry to say I was one of those people, right? But every step of the way, every single thing this man did from that point on, I followed. I watched him counter everything. And do you know what it means for a person to say, if you have something against me, come out and say it, and I will step out of this race, and no one could bring anything? I'm an Igbo girl. I'm from Anambra State. I can tell you that he was my governor for 8 years. When you say something about miracle no dey tire Jesus, Peter Obi is that definition. If anybody could pull off this thing that we did, it is Peter Obi. I stood for somebody. I didn't stand for the man himself. I stood for his competency. I stood for his character. I stood for everything about him. He's just completely different from every other politician you've ever met. I don't know how many of you have seen Peter Obi physically. I was fortunate enough to see him a couple of weeks ago. Actually, the day he landed from that UK flight that was causing the controversy online. That day at the airport, I watched him. I don't know what it was, but I turned around at the till, at the checkout or check-in till, and I saw him walking, and I ran to meet him. There's just this aura about him that makes you believe in him, you trust him, you feel like you've gotten to this point where anything is possible in Nigeria. And let's not forget, this man is a billionaire in dollars. He can sit down and say he doesn't want to do this anymore, and he'll go and rest and save his money. But he's putting himself through all this pressure, through the stress, through the scrutinization of everything. Onto the judiciary watch, I'm going to say something based on what the last space was on. Um, people were coming out to say things about why isn't the violence space, marching on, creating a protest and everything. I want to ask Nigerians, as an obedience, what are you doing? How are you playing your own part? I can stand and tell you that when we're looking for polling units agents, we didn't have any for our polling units. There was just one tiny girl that was there. But let me tell you what obedience did in my polling unit. We all got out by 7 a.m. We prayed, went to our polling units, and started for organizing and doing everything and making sure people voted. When people were tired, we used our money to buy food and drinks for people, to make sure everybody was all right. People, even when the INEC officials came to try and disrupt everything, do you know the mental trauma that comes with doing all of that and seeing that somebody stole your mandate? For 5 days, from that Saturday till Wednesday, I couldn't eat properly for 5 days because from the thugs traumatizing you from the polling units to coming home and seeing that they're announcing Ekiti and you're doubting your own sanity. Like, didn't I just go through this? Why did I risk my life? This is just to say, look, don't wait for anybody. I mean, anybody. I was at the NSAS protest. Nobody dragged me there. I carried my 2 legs. I walked from my house and I went there. No one dragged me there. Carry your 2 legs and hit the streets. And then this word about protest, protest, protest. I keep hearing protest. It is not, it's the way we are feeling right now. It should not be it should be a revolution. It should be around Nigeria. It should not be only Lagos and Abuja. It should be from Ondo State to Kwara State to Anambra State to Bayelsa to Kaduna to Katsina to Nasarawa. It should be everywhere. Nigerians should be as angry as the obedience are that someone stole our election. They are rubbing it in our face by doing one stupid inauguration concert where stupid celebrities are saying trash. Be angry. Be angry. Take that anger. If you want to protest online, do so. But it is not, it's that word, it is a revolution. We're taking our mandate back. We're rewriting history. We're already in the history. Obedience will be known in Nigerian history, in African history. My point is, keep your eyes on the judiciary. Put the same amount of pressure we've been doing for the past 1 year. Continue. It's a journey. It's not a race. I yield the mic.
Thank you very much, my sister. Thank you. It's a journey, it's not a race. Thank you very much. Nice point there. All right, let's keep it going. I think Kolade, you've been here for Kolade, yes. Kolade next, then I'll come to Hanatu, then call me Lexi in that order. Thank you very much. Can I go on, Kolade? Good evening, sir.
Good evening, my brother. To all the comrades out there, I salute everyone. Well, for me, I'm going to be very brief. Look, this is to the obedience. You guys are the real MVP, and that's the truth. You guys rock. What we've made happen in Nigeria has never, especially to the Gen Zs, the Gen X and Y, our own case is different, but to the Gen Zs, what you made happen in this season or in this last 1 year is unheard of in Nigeria history before. So this is to you. So please flaunt it, rejoice, carry your walk with your shoulders high. You own it. You own it. So don't let anybody gaslight you. Anything you see happening there is just owambe, as Saddam would always say. So please, we are on track. One thing about this last judgment that we keep saying, and which I heard too, or the message I got from it, I've not seen the judgment, but I would also wait. But one thing I took out from the noise all over the news is that the judges can hear what is happening online. They can feel the heat. If a judge would come out and say it openly, you get it, that that some people would take like taking their matter to social media. That means they are feeling the heat. So that one we need to do is to do what? Turn up the heat. It's just simple. So this is the time for us to turn up the heat. They can hear us loud and clear. There's this whatever they used to say that somebody not get, is it monkey not get, I can't remember, like somebody that if you don't have anybody, at least you have social media, you can use to make noise. If you can't afford some things, you can afford social media, you are online, make your noise there. And those who can afford being somewhere physically, do it. Those who have the financial resources to make their own noise, do it. So please, please, we are just entering into a new phase, another phase. We finished phase one, just see like that. Now we are entering into phase two. Phase two is going to be more challenging because the people who stole, or the man who stole our mandate, is going to claim to be, or to take the power that does not belongs to him, and is going to now use same power against us. So we need to be mentally prepared for this second phase. And I know that if we could survive the first phase, we are also going to survive the second phase. And at the end of the second phase, victory is certain, except the judiciary does. I don't let me even say what I want to say now, but I'm still going to give them that benefit of doubt that they will do the right thing with the evidence that is all over the place. And until then, let's keep our fingers crossed and let's walk tall with our shoulders high. God bless every one of us. Thank you.
Thank you, and Kolade, thank you very much. One thing, I'll tell you something. I've always wanted to tell you this thing. If there's one thing I always cherish you when it comes to platforms, that you know how to keep to time. I've never for one to tell you time. You are always on time. Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you. Nice submission also. All right, let's keep the conversation rolling. My sister Hanatu, good evening. How are you doing today? You have the space.
Good evening, Emia Saddam. Thank you so much. Good evening, everyone. Jimmy Wellman in Nigerian. I see so many people, but thank you so much for this opportunity. I will try and learn from Mr. Kolade and keep to time. I am just so grateful for this opportunity to just speak, because for the past few months I've just been doing a lot of learning and just listening and just absorbing so much. Um, wow, Saddam, and so many people, you all deserve your flowers. Like I keep saying, before I make my submission, I always want to say thank you for many of you for being strong. For many of us for just keeping, just just keep going even when things are so hard. Jimmy, you're so indefatigable. It's amazing. 1 year looking back, I'm so grateful, because it was because of Peter Obi I really reactivated my Twitter account. Before now, I mean, Twitter was the big deal for me. It was a distraction, but I had to, because I realized that like Auntie Bolanle said, my attention was drawn to Peter Obi from the 2019 election. So when this election came in, I realized that the media wasn't giving him the courage that wasn't giving him the coverage that he needed for people to hear him. So I started wondering. I said, how do I know about this man? I really want to understand. There's something interesting about this man. He's not going about things the conventional way. How do I know? Then I started checking YouTube. Then I came on Twitter, and then I started looking for spaces, and I wasn't even getting the spaces. Then I think I remember hearing, I think it was Saddam and N6, I think on there's this funny man's space like this. I forgot to say
Yeah.
something. Anyway,
Uh,
yes, KB or something. Yes, it was from those places. I now see,
Old Roger.
oh,
We call him Old Roger. Old Roger.
oh, Roger, yes. So it was from those spaces that, I now began to connect with people. And honestly, most of you here on this platform have become like, I think it's Miss Barriat that will say, my new tribe. This is when I come on Twitter, there are people that I just want to see and know that I'm sane, that I'm a Nigerian, that there's someone that believes, in Nigeria. In this 1 year, it's Saddam, there's something you always used to say. See, even before all these things happened, you always say, this election matter. There is a long journey ahead. I didn't see then. Me, I was thinking, February 25th, we're done, everything. May 29th, we're cruising in and all of that. It was when I couldn't heal from February 25th, I was just fixated, and mental health is so many things. I now realize, wow, there's a huge journey ahead. And then today, that just so happens to be, is so strategic that when we should be feeling down about what is going to happen in the coming week, then we now get to instead celebrate the 1 year of a pivotal moment in our history as a country. So instead of us to be even disturbing us, or we're trending rather for the right reasons. It's just such a God thing. And I'm just so grateful for that. What have I been doing? And many other people have been doing. For some of us who are far away, it's difficult, we cannot be there in person. But honestly, one thing I want to encourage for those who believe in the power of prayer, it works, it works, it works. Yesterday night, I was just so worried. And then I just checked, Twitter, and then I just saw Dr. Kelechi's space, prayer space, and I joined, and it was so encouraging. We have to encourage ourselves, draw strength from people, like what Jimmy does. If it's blocking negativity, block. Make sure you're following people that you will be encouraged from. You know what? I just wanted to say something. Our principal's space that's happening tomorrow, please, let's not say he's speaking to obedience. Nah, he's speaking to Nigerians. Nigeria, even the Abadonians and PDP, where are their principals to talk to them? They're all going to join the space to listen. They are looking forward to the space. If there are any Abado people here and PDP people, if you say I'm lying, or I don't join tomorrow now, let's see. But they cannot afford to. They will all listen. That's just it. That's who this man has become. And you know what? God has a good sense of humor. Tinubu doesn't believe in Nigeria. He doesn't believe in the unity of this country. For those few days or months that he's going to be in that Aso Rock, the people that are going to suffer. Let me even put it so that it's on record. The same people, this same all these northern people, whatever Buhari's people, they are the people that are going to suffer and start screaming. They're the ones that will suffer in his government. There are some things that you can already see ahead, and we can just laugh. There's just so much to be grateful for in this movement. Finally, I just wanted to say that I want to remind us that I remember 2014 Ukraine. I'll round up this way and say, what Peter Obi did to Nigerians, apart from just coming out, he helped educate us. He made me understand that I have a stake in the country, Nigeria. For years, I have never had sympathy. I felt guilty for the first time for even some derogatory comments I will make about other tribes, other people, and everything. I keep saying it because of Peter Obi. I'm Igbo. And that's the same thing that I tell even when this campaign was going on, and some people from the middle belt north will say, our article are this. I look at them, I say, if we cannot look ourselves in the face and look at someone like a Peter Obi, that people will derogatorily call him Inyamari, somebody who is educated, somebody who has the capacity. If I accept that for Peter Obi, tomorrow when I'm going to come out, the things I will hear already as a middle belter, what do I have? What do I have? My people are being killed. What can I do? Apart from post the picture of what's happening in Mangwa. I'm helpless. So it was so important for me to support this person, and not just support him from an emotional side, but to support him as somebody who stands for the unity of Nigeria. And he showed it. And we're in this walk for the long haul. We're going to walk this walk together. Guys, we're in this together. Let's hold our hands. Let's encourage each other. I love the way, because of Peter Obi, because of obedience, I love the way we empathize with each other. We empathize with what is going on everywhere and everything. This new Nigeria is already being birthed. It has already been birthed through us, but it's going to be legitimized. Thank you very much, and I look forward to the space tomorrow for Peter Obi to speak to all Nigerians, to speak to all of us. Guys, hear this. Nigeria is the largest Black nation in the world. So you can imagine that a majority of Black people right now are not happy. Let that sink in. that a majority of Black people right now are sad and depressed. No, we cannot give up at all. We cannot give up. Finally, I'll say this. Peter Obi said this. I'll end with this. During his press statement, 48 hours after the election, they asked him, he said, this is a Nigerian problem and is going to be solved by Nigerians. Look at what has happened. The West, we were thinking would do this for us. This one will do this for us. They're all falling in line because they don't want to see us prosper. It's a Nigerian problem and we Nigerians are going to bring solution to it. Thank you for all those on ground doing things and everything. You have our support, you have our prayers. I believe in the power of prayers, and that's where I stand right now. Thank you, Saddam.
To fight. This fight is going to be a long fight.
Everybody on the space. It's another beautiful day here. It's on Saturday. For everyone that is listening, I hope you are good. My fellow comrade, is your spirit down? Don't be. Please, we just started. Remember what Peter Obi said. He said he's going to walk it through us, and there's going to be the light at the end of the tunnel. Please don't give up. Like Jimmy said, if they come in one way, give them back to back in 100 ways, so that to revive our energy. We still have a long way to go. We just started. For me and you, we know. For we, the real obedience, we know that even we are not even expecting them that on the 25th of February, they should declare Peter Obi as a winner. We already know. We are going to fight it. It is a criminality structure. It depends on me and you how we are going to fight it. On a normal ground, what are they celebrating? Let's talk to ourselves. What is it in this country that they are celebrating? They are celebrating thuggery, criminality, stolen mandates, killing people, bloodshed on that day. Guys, I want to tell you, see, enough of defending Peter Obi on this Agado people's post. We have had enough. Don't defend Peter Obi again. Just be commenting. If curse them, they give them back to back. Let's just be cursing them. They've already seen the light. They know Peter Obi is real. They know it deserves it. Even their master said it. Obi, because he was scared. Where is this momentum coming from? Where did they see this? On a normal day, who is Atiku? If it is within Atiku and this Baba, do you know he will stress himself? Peter Obi raised the standard high. For me and you, we have done well. The only person Peter Obi got is me and you, Obide. And the only person we got is Peter Obi. If Peter Obi self do anyhow, we know say he go collect. But at this point, we know ourselves. Forget, as Jimmy has said, Auntie Karen and those goats, they are falling away. For me and you, I don't have choice. I voted for Peter Obi. I know I'm going to vote since 2010, 2020, that massacre. That was the day I know I must go and collect my PVC and I must vote. I'm not part of those who struggle, who they encourage to go and collect their PVC. I've already had my PVC since 2021. I've been set, but who I'm going to vote for, I don't know. I was easily convinced the first day I heard about Peter Obi, his voice. The moment he talked about how he took money, he gave to one Nedlo, the Dr. Nedlo, I don't remember, that to go and buy something, to go and buy a medical use instrument for Anambra. And he said he has never for once used it. It's for the public. It's there. We always say it's there. Go and check it. Go and confirm. Do you think this Abiado have the time? There was a meeting today. Do you see him? That man is tired. 2 seconds. Baba ti sun lo. O ti fagboyo down. Ori ti knock. The man will just sleep. And you will see, they will just be carrying everything in front of him. Is it that man that me and you will sit down and say we want? Don't let anybody gaslight you. Èpè la máa máa gbé wọn ṣẹ́, gbé ìyá wọn ṣépè, gbé bàbá wọn ṣépè. Very soon they will leave this app for us. The only person we have is Peter. We have seen the light. We have seen the light. and we are not going back. Nobody can convince me. I know why I voted for that man. I know why I voted for him. It cost me my sweat. It cost me my money. It cost me my energy. And some people have died for it. And you want me to give up now? You remember how many people have died? You remember how many Labour Party chairmen that have died on this? And somebody will want to tell me that it is not possible. They now said they are calling us to settle this. We should support. We need that for support. Which support? Those that have died, you want me to go and raise them? They will be highly disappointed in me and you. Guys, we have this eye on the mandate and we are getting it. It's 100%. We are getting it. Don't worry. They want to celebrate criminality. Let them celebrate it on Monday. How they want to celebrate it, I don't know. I don't fucking care. On that day, as they are celebrating me, I will be posting the bloodshed. Those that have died, I will be posting it back to back, giving them back to back for the world to see. I will be tagging US that they send their delegate to come and support. See what you are supporting. See blood shed. See people that have died on that same day. You now want to come and tell me that I should support who? I know what I want and I know who I voted for. It is me and you. We have each other to support. Don't give up now. It is another phase. Unlock another part of you. Let that beast in you come out. See, guys, I don't even argue in public again because I can be minimal. I don't even talk about anything again. My own is I know where I'm going and I know my focus and I know I'm going to get there. It's just a matter of time. Guys, we can do it together. Please, let's come together. We can do it. We have done it. We have started the race. It is a marathon. Gradually, we started. We are here. And we know those who are falling. And with others, we are moving. We are going to get there. And I know God is going to help us. With God, it is possible because God is on our side. Guys, and don't forget tomorrow again. Our principal is coming online tomorrow. So let's come together and let's do this. God bless you, every one of us on this space, forever, how you have been supporting this movement. I know God is blessing every one of us. None of us has lacked anything, and God is going to support us. Let's be honest to ourselves. Lastly, don't forget, cause them, they want to pay. We need that from one. Whoever come, you see that one that is saying if they post something,
Lexi,
if they
don't
post,
do it. Don't do it. Don't do
um,
it.
honestly, I don't tire, Jerry. All
You
right,
don't do
thank
it,
you,
my brother.
everybody.
Thank you. I just didn't want to interrupt you, sis, but thank you very much, bro. Thank you. All right, let's just take some couple of comments, then we'll come back. I think our comment section is already popping, so let's take some comments. It is important we do that. Okay, Jimmy is right, though. We need to start learning how to hold political grudges. It is annoying that we put in the work, lives are lost, lives ruined, and some mental health can never be the same again. And you say elections is over, move on, move to where? That's from Babake Kere, Egba student. Lord sir, we see you. Thank you very much. Happy anniversary, Mr. Your Excellency Peter Obi. In 1 year, you energized Nigerians across the world. You lit the fire of hope in millions of Nigerians and you changed the political landscape of Nigeria forever. Your journey has indeed been one of grace, and we thank God for your life and your journey. Yes, that's from Mommy Bolande. Wonderful comment. Hopefully, we get to read some of these comments to him tomorrow. Um, Supreme Court, this one way we the obedient, they do small, not small. We will keep pressing your neck till you all do the right thing. Our mandate must be given back to us. Hashtag Nigerians did not vote Tinubu. Please, guys, on the platform, we have been speaking for hours and we're not going to be trending hashtag. So it's important we do that right now. Please, guys, everybody should go out on your Twitter right now and start tweeting with Nigerians did not vote Tinubu. If you have any evidence to back your tweet up, better up for us. We said this the last time on our space that I think we need people to be tweeting with that hashtag Nigerians not vote Tinubu, and on it also attach probably pictures of your polling unit or one of those brutalities or those people burning down. Whatever evidence you have, just put it on mutilated INEC results. Whatever evidence you have, please put it up and follow to the hashtag Nigerians did not vote Tinubu. We have over 1,000 of us on the platform, and if we have 1,000 tweets right now, it will be trending on the trends map. So please, guys, let us get that trending. Nigerians did not vote Tinubu. You can also add hashtag all eyes on the judiciary and POX LP Day. POXLP Day. Today is Peter Obi's and LP Day. Today is our 1 year anniversary as Obedient Movement. Joining Labour Party. It's been 1 year of trials, temptations, tribulations, pain, laughter, and a whole lot of emotions. But the most important thing has been 1 year of success. It's been 1 year of success. We set out to achieve something and we achieved it. Although it was stolen, we'll get it back. He refused to perform at the joke of a Tinubu inauguration, which would have fetched him millions. This young man should be celebrated. Yes, I want to use this moment to celebrate my friend, my brother. What people will not understand, I want to say something that people will not understand. Maybe people do not understand, do not know. Odumodu, because Jimmy, I saw you made a tweet about that guy, Odumodu. Now, who is this other young guy? I actually lived with that guy back in 2014. We lived together in Lagos, in Iwaya. We dey chop bread together for streets. Now my blood be that. So when I saw it, I reached out to him and he was like, they were not informed. You know, he's a die hard on anything he believes. In fact, he's an anti-war gangster. That's the first. That's who he's against the establishment. So I see when Jimmy was saying all these artists that went. I'm not going to come out and drag all those clowns. But one thing I've done is that I will never play any of those people's songs on our records when we're playing them here. I'll never give those people airtime. Whatever punishment I just want to give them is their business. If you feel that going there to go and perform is business for you, you have to feed your family. Fine and good for you. But for some people, morality stands above any interest. I don't want to talk how we were offered hundreds of millions to stop the violence space. As of August last year, those are aware, no. Those are aware of what I'm saying now. Hundreds of millions to stop the violence. They didn't say come over to our side. Stop the violence space. Hundreds of millions. But we took a moral stand and said, no, we are doing this because we believe Nigerians deserve to hear the truth. Nigerians deserve to have a platform where they can speak truth to power. So when I see people come out here and say it is business for these people, they have to feed their family, that is bullshit. That's bullshit. So big shout out to my brother Odumodu Black. Please guys, find his songs, stream his songs. He's the next biggest out of Africa. I'm telling you, I played his song. The song was the second song I played today. He's the next biggest out of Africa, the next biggest artist. We should support our own people that are standing up for the people. Thank you. All right, let me take one or two more comments. For me, I am strapped in tight. I always known it. It's for a long walk to freedom. A long walk to freedom. The Obedient Movement has given me a new purpose in life. For me, I will follow the leader, Peter Obi. That's for my big sister. Hashtag Nigerians did not vote for Tinubu. Peter Obi XL Day, all eyes on the judiciary. Thank you, my sister, Liberty Champion. I see you. All right, let me take one or two more comments. Madonna said, church, mosque, synagogue, and Shira don't start to. Today is a special Thanksgiving service, and that's what we're having up in here. Oh, Sisu, the people of Osun State were protesting when the tribunal gave their rulings. That's from Nello. Point noted. I think I've played this clip already. Let me think. One more, two more comments. Many of the comments here, the English is Englishing. The English is bala blowing. It's bula balling. Please, guys, don't type like Abado people. Then we are very, very intelligent in this movement. All right. I am glad the Supreme Court called the PDP and those hopeless and these hopeless in the back boys, meddlesome interlopers. They couldn't play legit opposition for 8 years. They cannot be used less now at the Supreme Court. Nonsense. That's a GK. All right, let's keep the conversation rolling. I think I'll switch back the mic to our listeners, our speakers up here. We'll be reading comments as it comes. Please keep sending your comments. We have a lot of comments, but let your English be clear, please. It helps us also. Thank you. All right, let me switch the mic right now. I think a guy spoke the last time, so a lady will speak now. The distinguished birthday girl. Make be like say we go. All of us gonna meet our mic sing for his song because
Thank
happy
you,
birthday, my sister.
Saddam.
Happy birthday. God bless you. Long life. Thank you for all you do. Thank you for the sacrifices.
Saddam, give me the honors to sing for her. Give me the honors to sing for her. Sister
This one where
Master,
your
before
voice,
this.
your voice like frog. You sure say you
Test me,
I know
test
this
me,
bag,
test
oh, I
me.
will remove you. Oh, yeah, sing. Oh, yeah, sing. Sing
Hmm.
for him. Sing for him.
Okay, okay. Hmm. You look so fine, you look so good, and everybody.
Waiting me this. Waiting me this. Waiting me this. I say happy birthday. He say look so fine. What is see Gaboni? Gaboni, this is what I do that. She's a married woman. She's a married woman. Don't come here and think she looks so fine. She want told you to shoot your short space. Eh? Please, if you cannot one last try, please. Thank you. Continue.
Saddam, now the verse of the song. Now allow me sing, go to chorus. Now I go from verse, go chorus. I don't think about it, but allow me, you. No, they. I beg you. Look so fine, you look so good. Everybody's talking about you. Your birthday comes once in a year, and I know you want to celebrate. Ooh yeah, we wish you happy birthday. Ooh, yeah. Many, many, many happy returns. Happy birthday, distinguished.
Guy.
Gaboni. Ah, thank you. See what you say, see what you
Woo!
yes, Adam won't
Omo.
make I know enjoy. Now for
Gaboni, I
celebrity
will
that
sign you.
one
I'll
no.
sign you to our record
Thank
label.
you, my brother. Thank you to everyone. I bet they wish they pursue me. Oh. I don't answer greeting tire. And they run. Obedience don't cook for me. I'm telling you, I cannot take it anymore. You know that video that I used to post where Trump you say, you're gonna beg, please, please. I can't take it anymore. This birthday greeting is choking me. Please, so please, please. Enough is enough. Oh, I beg. I dey beg una. Una no vex. Na me make mistake post, please. From the bottom of my heart, I say I'm sorry. It is not my birthday anymore. I beg go. But come on, seriously, guys. You guys are amazing. I'm not I don't always celebrate my birthday on Twitter. This is actually my first time since 2016 of celebrating a birthday. So I was blown away with the amount of love I got from everyone. People I don't even know. It's crazy. Like I don't even know what to say, but I mean, thank you is pretty much what comes to my mind. But I am more than grateful. You guys blew, and I know even as I'm speaking, there are more greetings coming in and all. I'm not ignoring anybody. Oh, if I not see your this thing, if I no reply, I no retweet, I no like, it is not notifications. They chase me. I am telling you, it's crazy on my phone. But I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Now, to the topic, 1 year. Saddam saying I 1 year with Labour Party. Saddam, did you know we started before Obi even come up for what is it, PDP? And
Yes, I know.
wait,
You're supposed
before
to hear
even
my
he come up for PDP, that we
you're supposed to hear my monologue.
my
Though.
first
I know now. We do rally now. Give us P2B.
My first violence now between me and Sega. I don't know if he's listening here. Sega is like a big brother to me, but now because of Obi our relationship, and I'm still. This is the first time of me speaking on that incident. It was because of Peter Obi. I was in the space and he was the way he was speaking about like when I'm passionate about something or someone, no, they try to talk nonsense or say anything. Don't even bring that kind of negative energy, especially when this person is innocent. If he has never done any harm, if he does not deserve that treatment, no, I cannot take it. I actually started supporting Peter Obi when I listened to a 2 hour interview at Berekete Radio. I think it's Berekete Family Radio or TV. That was the first time I actually heard about Obi. I didn't know about Obi in 2019. I'm not from Anambra State. That's why I laugh when idiots parade and say, go back to Anambra. I'm from Abia State. I be Aba babe, born and brought up in Aba, you get. So I started talking to Peter Obi, not talking, but I started researching about him, finding more after I listened to his interview on Bracket. This man was so humble. He listened, he answered all questions. He answered even more than he was basically like he wanted to take off his clothes and hang it and say, check me up and down. Check me, I have nothing to hide. That was the impression I got from that. And I've never ever seen that from any Nigerian politician. That was what blew me away. But because I had so many followers and I was skeptical because I did not want to just come and promote somebody on my timeline and then tomorrow they will come and hold my shirt. You know how Nigerians are very aggressive and on couch sometimes on social media. They'll come and choke you for sure, saying, "Are you are the one that brought this candidate? You are the one that forced me to go and vote for this person. Therefore, you will hold you responsible." I did not want that kind of energy. I wanted to make sure that if I stand behind this man, I'm not backing out, and I'm not going to endorse any mediocre, basically, So I did my own research. I followed a lot of comments and people who knew him way before. And one day, and I did not even want to say anything. I didn't even want to post it. I just kept reading silently like most people until one day I say, you know what? I've had enough. It's time for me to bring out the violence from my handbag. So I went ahead and tweeted the first ever tweet with Peter Obi name on it. Oh my God, everyone, everywhere scatter. I had a lot of followers. It wasn't even that I just came out of nowhere. I had up to like 30, 40,000 followers then. So it was important to me that I wanted all my followers to know where I stand, because this election was not going to be like any other election. Especially when I saw Tinubu's first picture. You know that one that he stood up and his mouth and eyes were open. I don't know who went to visit him and took that picture, and they posted it on social media. It was like this scarecrow just standing looking at. Oh my God! You will not. That was the first time Tinubu's picture ever came on social media when he was very, very sick. Right now, he even looks more healthier than that time. It was so scary. I said, Chineke, if this is the man that is coming, I beg, let me quickly pick my own candidate before it's too late. That was how I came in, and I said, you know what? Peter Obi is the man for me. I have checked everybody. This is the one I want. This is the person I can vouch for. I have seen everything. I have watched clips. I play recordings while I'm cooking and cleaning. I have it in my ear. I'm listening. I'm watching. So it's not like anything goes away from me. So I paid attention to this guy. And the more the day goes by, more revelations started coming. And I was so passionate. The energy I have right now is the same energy I had last year, before even he announced officially that he was running under PDP. I said, okay, I'm going to follow Peter Obi wherever he goes. Even if he wants to start his own political party, I am going with him. I don't care. And then that was the people, don't get any insult with person no chop for Twitter. Don't get anything. Even some people here, some of them feel like, oh, I'm new on social media. I just came out of. I have fought media battle in the past. People who know me as far back as 2018 can tell you. I don't fight media battle. Fighter. Bring that person down to his knees, all single-handedly. My energy, and I'm saying it to those who always feel like, oh, they are discouraged or this and that. My energy comes from what I believe in. If you stand for the right candidate, no amount of lies will change your mind. If you stand for a good person, nobody will come and gaslight. Let them say nonsense. Block them all. Now, what do you believe? Now, in your chest. Let me take you guys back a little bit. During NSAS, I had the same energy. I have always supported Nigerians in anything. Whatever the majority want, I stand with them. I'm never going to stray from the crowd just to sound woke or just to come and start speaking English. If the people want this, if the majority say this is what they want, hell, I am going to bring out everything I know about media battle. I am going to stand solidly behind them. When NSA started, I just had a baby. Sometimes I they wake up 2 a.m. They feed Pekin. I they breastfeed Pekin. They tweet. Why they were protesting? There was nothing else I could do. There was nothing else I could do because I felt like I could just enter plane, rush, come Nigeria, come follow them. When renew them, they slept in front of I don't know which office, was it the police station? They slept that night and they disconnected the electricity. I was awake in my bed. I was breastfeeding my baby. She wasn't even up to a month or two. I just had a baby that time. So I was here every day. I was tweeting. I said, okay, I'm going to join my voice. I don't care if I'm getting noticed or if a governor is going to retweet me on, I will keep speaking. And I kept tweeting and tweeting and tweeting and tweeting up until that NSAS protest came and went. So now we're back to Peter Obi. I remember people say, listen, it is time for you people to come back. This energy you had for NSAS, use it and choose your candidate. Because you people kept saying, oh, if we had a good candidate, we will back him up. Oh yeah, now good candidate don't show. It is time for you to back him up. That was when people started dragging their feet. There was a divide. There was a divide. Some people say, oh, yeah, we know we want good candidate, but, oh, remember Izu River? Oh, Peter B used to swim in Izu River. Oh, Peter B hired SAS people to throw people inside Izu River. There was nothing we know here for Twitter. Get when they could not, If you check my last tweet that I just retweeted, you will see that everything I tweeted in 2022 is happening. It's almost like a year ago from this month. Everything. Just check my last tweet I retweeted from May 2022. You will see it. I said they were going to bring out experts, mischief makers, liars. You know, get the kind of professionals they will not unleash just to discredit Peter Obi, and they did. But I was prepared. I knew that it was going to be very rough. And I have not changed my mind. The only time I will stop supporting if Peter Obi come out and say, you know what, I am going to join APC or I'm going to work with Tinubu, I will just stand. And then if not, if Obi say he's going to be here for Nigerians, I'll be here. Maybe I might not be, I'll probably get older, but I don't know how long it's going to take. But let me even tell you people, do you think I am not scared? I am scared. It's not like I'm this Superman. I am scared. Sometimes, because I have a lot of people coming to my DM asking me, Oluchi, what do we do? Tell us to do this. No, I am not going to tell you what to do. You're an adult. You live in Nigeria. You actually experience Nigeria more than I do. If you feel like doing anything, it should come from your stomach. It should come from your gut. It should come from your chest. Any day you feel angry enough, no be person go tell you to enter street. The same way you dey charge go bank, go dey fight for 10 naira overdraft or 100 naira over. Now so you go charge enter street. My own is to back you. If Nigerians say enough is enough, then General Oluchi will come out. I will retweet. I will put my voice. I will make it painful for the enemies. That is my own. But if you say you're not ready, I'll wait until you're ready, right? But right now, we're waiting for Peter Obi. If Peter Obi's case, we're waiting. We don't trust the judiciary. I don't trust. I have said it many times. I am following the case as much as I can, and I wish there was more I could do. I wish I was in Nigeria to follow, to even go to court. I go to go court every day. I go to stand in front of George house, they take picture. I go stand for where they play golf, they take picture. Because I want people to understand that this is important. We are not going to take our eyes away from them. They serve the people. Now our tax money, they pay their bills. So whether they like, let them prevent us from recording from the court, let them prevent live recording, let them come on social media and cry that we are talking about them. I will keep talking about them till the case is over. I will post their picture to remind people who's saying what. These are the people holding your future. The case is in court and they must do right by Nigerians. If they do not follow the constitution that all of us are reading, then they are looking for trouble. That is that. And I want every obedient in here to have that energy. Do not be tired. What are you tired for? You're only on social media. You're not even out there like people who are protesting. Many of you are online. Many of you are just on the internet. What are you tired about? Tired of retweeting? Tired of telling people that Obi won the election? Tired of telling people that Tinubu did not win? Or are you tired of tagging the US government that are coming to grace an inauguration of a criminal? Say it as it is. Shebi I tell America, don't they call out American government since? May they come carry me for house. May they give me the publicity I've been begging for. Make CNN, everybody come here say they won't go attend the inauguration. That is really what I want. May they come carry me for house so that the whole world will hear the truth. That is what matters. It's not about yourself. This is bigger than yourself. This is bigger than your emotions. If you're tired, take a break. But don't come out here and try to make others feel like, oh, because I'm tired, you all should be tired. Somebody asked me the other day, Alechi, this tweet shows like you're already feeling down. Will you keep quiet? Check all my tweets. Deduct 5 hours and you will see when I tweet. Go to all my tweets, even the first.
That patient Jonathan vibe just enter.
Deduct 5 hours. If you're in Nigeria, minus 5 hours from all my tweets, and you will see how early. I live with my husband. I have 2 children. My husband, they won't touch breast. I they tweet. Man say make I turn, give and waiting belong to him. I they talk about Peter Obi. So it's not easy for anybody. And you probably are.
Off your mic.
Remember, make I talk and make them understand. Now, we don't talk. So. I'm trying to make people understand that this is not, it's not just about sitting and tweeting. I put my heart and soul into this. Like, even from my voice, you will tell that I'm very, very, in fact, I'm very angry. If you allow me with microphone, I'll go talk so DSS go match my dog come down because I'm so pissed. This is the only place, Violence Space is the only place I come and I speak the way they pay me for heart. I don't often host spaces, because it's time consuming. And I always say that you guys are the real MVPs. It's not easy to sit down for space for more than, I know they host past 2 hours. Ask people where they come my space. 2 hours, I don't close down because I know get strength to talk. But again, let your character show who you are. Let your emotions show where you belong. Don't be too, don't do because people are doing. If you are here for people, yeah, most of us did not see this court case coming. I thought the election for end for February, make everybody they go their way. But it has not. I have things to do. I have personal things that I used to do on Twitter before Obi's case started. I have not done it. People who follow my YouTube channel know that I have not even recorded a video in months. I know guess how can I be recording a video and telling you to go and watch a video when there's a case in court? That's not emotional intelligence. You know what I mean? How can I be telling comedy and entertaining you when there's a serious case in court? I can't do that to people. So that is why I feel like I'm always online, I'm tweeting, I just wish the whole thing would end. I beg, make everything just end. It's not easy, but guys, don't be demoralized though. If me that is in the US is this angry, man, you should be breathing fire from your ear and nose and mouth and every hole in your body. You should be so pissed. Make nobody tell you, even police stop you for road, you ask and say, who won the election? Now that one matter pass. Who won this election? Did Tinubu win the election? No, he did not. Did Tinubu get